Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Today's video is going to be a whole decluttering and organization video. I know it's been a long time since I filmed. A lot has happened. A lot is going on right now in the world. And just before I get into this video, I just wanted to say that we're all going through this together, and I hope that we're able to stay strong. As a believer, I know that God has a plan in every single situation, and I just want to give you guys encouragement to not lose hope, to stay strong, to trust that this too will pass and that we're gonna get through this together. And I just want to share that with you guys, and I wanted to film this video, but I didn't want it to seem inauthentic, so I did want to address it and just give you guys kind of like my little piece of encouragement as well. I hope that you guys are doing well, taking care of yourself. So I just wanted to say that before we start with this video. But today we're gonna be decluttering this whole kitchen. This has really taken me hours to go through it, but we're really gonna go through every single one of these cabinets and drawers and reorganize it. So let's go ahead and do that. So I bought some organization kind of like little gadgets to help me organize a couple things. One of the main things I want to organize is all the Tupperware here. We have a lot of Tupperware and it's just kind of like all over the place. So I found this little rack on Amazon, and I already built it, but it was like super easy, and it's really supposed to keep all of your Tupperware really neatly organized. We're gonna try this out, see how it works. Then also something else that I wanted to organize were my pots and pans. So I found this other little tool here. It's kind of like a little shelf thing here that helps organize your pots and lids and pans. So we're gonna test this out and see how it works. So let me go ahead and give you guys a before look so you guys can see what I'm working with. Alright, so here on our island we have some drawers and little cabinets on the side, and this is where I keep all of our pots and pans and cooking sheets, things like that. There is no rhythm or rhyme to them right now, so that's definitely why I want to organize it. So this is kind of what it looks like. Pots, pans. I have this wok that literally is so rusty. Like, that's not dirt, that's like rust that won't come off. If you guys have any recommendations on how to clean a wok, please let me know, but anyways, don't mind that. But yeah, pots, pans, and waffle maker, all types of things. So we're gonna get this place situated soon. Then the other really big problem area is the Tupperware drawer or cabinet, and this is where all of that lives. As you can see, it's a complete mess. Lids and little containers are all over the place, so definitely got to get that in order, which I don't think all of them are going to fit there. So we might bring it up here and try to find some space, because I do have some more here, and then just some random plates and stuff. So yeah, that is gonna need some serious help. So what I plan to do first is just to clear everything out, take everything out of the cabinets and really clean the space, and then see how I can best line everything up. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear off the island because I'm gonna be taking everything out. So like I said, all of our pots, pans, some random appliances are in here, so everything's coming out so we can have a clear, clean space to work with. Then I'm gonna wipe everything down. Here's that wok I'm telling you guys that we totally ruined. So yeah, so taking out everything, the lids, cooking sheets, and just any random things that we had in there. Fun fact, when we first moved in, we had this leftover cardboard from boxes that we used to line the bottom of the cabinets just so they wouldn't get scratched or whatever. But right now, I mean, it just looks horrible. So we can get those out and figure out a better way to handle that. Now I'm going to insert our pots and pan holder from Amazon. This was super easy to put together and really useful. And now I'm just going to gather and just put all the pans on one side and put all the pots on one side. I'm also going to store them away with their corresponding lids. That way I always know where the lid is and I can just take it out and use it right away. Next, I'm going to tackle the Tupperware cabinets because I really want to organize all that. I think that's definitely something that definitely needs some help. So let's get to that. all the Tupperware that I have that I need to organize. So I'm just gonna go ahead and separate everything by container and by lids and shape and stuff like that, just to see what I have, how much I have, and what will actually fit on the rack that I bought. So let's do that. So here is all the Tupperware grouped by shape and size and lid. There's a couple things that I kept the lid on just because it's just easier to grab that way, but then there's like other ones that I have multiple of. So I grouped all those lids together and all the actual containers together. That way I can just grab and go, and I know, you know, it's gonna work. So now I need to figure out how I'm gonna fit them on the racks and see how I wanna group everything. So I decided to group all of the Tupperware containers that I had a lot of together, and they seemed to fit the best on the rack. And they were kind of the smaller type of Tupperware, so I put kind of like the round ones towards the front and then the square ones towards the back. And so that seemed to work well, and I put that on the bottom. And then inside that little cabinet I have another shelf where I place all of the corresponding lids. Next, I moved on to the bigger type of containers, so all these like random ones. So I just put the lids on them, and I'm actually gonna stack them up on the top cabinet. Okay, so the rest of these are just kind of more unique type of containers, some that I don't have multiple of. I just like have one. So like for example, this one came in a lunch bag. So that's on its own. These other ones are different shapes and sizes. So I think I'm gonna keep these up at the top cabinet and organize those a different way. So I put all the plastic Tupperware towards the bottom, and then I put all like my glass Tupperware towards the top shelves. I also had all these other cups that were up there. So those cups actually go in this cabinet. So we're gonna go ahead and organize the cup cabinet next. So in here, there wasn't much that I really wanted to organize. I just needed to sort by size. Oh, and there goes that lid. So I had some of those small cups with the larger cups, so I just kind of grouped them by size. So I put all my large, like tall cups towards the bottom, and then I put all the small cups towards the middle, and then I kept all like the other like wine glasses up at the top, even though we don't even use them, but they're just up there. Next, I needed to tackle this plastic bottle cup type of a cabinet. I just have so much in here that we're just all over the place. So we have a lot of like our Yetis, our water bottles, things like that, and then like those cups that you get like at sporting events. So I decided to just take everything out and group it by category. So I'm gonna keep all of my water bottles and like to-go things that we grab on the daily on the bottom shelf, and then I'm gonna put just some of the other like plastic cups in the middle, and then at the very top I'm gonna keep all like the sporting event type of cups. So now moving on to the mug cabinet. I have so many mugs. I love mugs for tea, and we have just so many. So I'm taking everything out because they're all kind of like in random spots, and I'm just gonna put them all in. I'm going to clean it out first and then put them all in by the type of mug they are. So more of like my at-home type of tea mugs are going to go in one place, and then the travel mugs are going to go up. So what I have left is really these bottom cabinets here, and then some of the smaller little drawers throughout the kitchen. I also have another side over here. I'll show you guys. These cabinets and drawers that I need to empty out, and this is just kind of like those catch-all types of cabinets and drawers. Have a lot of paperwork, a lot of stuff that we need to clear out, so we definitely have to clean those out. And then there's one other one on the other side by the sink that's also like a catch-all type of drawer. So once we finish all those up, then I'll be finally finished with this and then try to target these bottom things and get everything finished. So let's go ahead. So this cabinet really houses all of my like serving trays and little like buckets, salad bowls, pitchers, just different things that I use to like serve items. So that really needs some clearing up. I'm not sure how. I'm probably just gonna organize it all and finish that up. Then we need to do this one, which this one, I might move some of those things to here. I'm not sure, but here's where I have our crock pot, and then, you know, not much. And then really this one right here is the one that really needs a lot of help because it has some appliances, things like that. And then other than those cabinets, I also have to get through these little drawers. Have hand towels and like some baking things as well. So I cleared everything out of here, and what I ended up doing is just placing some of like the bulkier type of items towards the back, and then kind of grouping things by like the pitchers on one side, the salad bowls on one side, the serving trays on another, and that way I was able to like keep everything kind of by size, and it was easier to locate and just pull things out. Next up was my appliance cabinet. So in here I have a lot of like a bulky type of appliances. So this one was a little bit more challenging trying to figure it out, but I have blenders, you know, waffle makers, ninjas, all types of things. So what I ended up doing is putting kind of like the bigger, like bulkier things towards the back, and then just placing everything kind of by like item, and then also by size. Next, it's time to tackle the drawers. So in here, I have, you know, hand towels and some oven mitts, baking things. So I'm just gonna take everything out, clean them out, and then just group everything by category. And who else is obsessed with hand towels? I know I love them. I just can't get enough of them. They're so cute, and they have like so many cute like little patterns throughout the season. So I'm gonna store all of those here in this cabinet, and I'm gonna fold them all so I can actually see what the print is on it, because sometimes when I roll them up I can't actually see what it says. So I'm gonna lay them all out so I can actually see it. This other cabinet, I keep a lot of like little gadgets, so some strainers, a lemon squeezer, salt and pepper shakers, all types of little random things, some extra spatulas, things like that. So I'm gonna just clear everything out and organize it as well. Alright, so lastly, we're going to be focusing on some of these catch-all type of drawers and cabinets. So right here on this side of the kitchen, we keep like a lot of like just random stuff. So I'm going to be clearing it all out and seeing kind of like what's still important, what I can get rid of, and just kind of organize it all. So that's what we have going on here. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with. So right now we just have a ton of just junk and paperwork and random things up here at top. In these drawers, same thing, and then in this bottom cabinet, there's a couple of like gardening and also like DIY stuff. So we're just gonna clear everything out, clean it up, and then see what we really want to keep. So this cabinet and the top cabinets were by far the hardest ones to clean out. We just had so much junk in here, a lot of paperwork. I mean, like 3 years worth of paperwork, random DIY things, gardening things. And when I was clearing this out, I found so much stuff that I didn't even need anymore. So I actually got rid of so much here. So you'll see at the end when I show you guys like an after view of the whole kitchen that I literally just got rid of everything and kept like 1 or 2 things in here. So here is like basically all the paperwork junk that was in that cabinet. So I'm quickly gonna sort through all this and then show you guys what I keep. So I decided just to keep some gardening and DIY things down here. I ended up clearing out so much paperwork and just taking some things to other places that I really didn't need in the kitchen. So that's what I did, and then I just placed some umbrellas. And then there's Ricardo coming in from work. Okay, so here's an overview of my completely finished, organized kitchen. So I'm gonna take you through and just share with you guys just some of these drawers and things that I did. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start out on this side and I'll just show you kind of the after. So I decided to keep this drawer as our kind of like catch-all type of like little everyday things. So scissors, tapes, pens, candle lighters, some wallflowers, tape, that type of stuff. And I found this little acrylic organizer. I think it was at Target, but I actually already had it. I had it in my makeup drawer. Decided to repurpose it and use it here. So I love that all that has a place now. For this cabinet, I decided to keep all of our lunch boxes, just kind of like 2 go bags there, and just have some extra room there. So that's where I keep that. Down here, this is like the whole under the sink stuff, and I thought about doing a separate video for this because I am gonna redo this section, but for now this is what I have going on. So I have like all of our cleaning supplies, plastic bags, you know, dishwasher soap, those type of things there. I did want to show you guys this little rack. This is a little rack that I found at Target, which I think is so useful. Like one side here you can have all your cleaning supplies in this little caddy, and then the other side is like a wooden rod to hang like a towel, because I always need a towel to dry my hands after I've washed dishes or whatever. So I like that. Something you can find at Target. I'll link it down below if I can still find it. This is just like a little dish rack that I also found at Target as well. I've had that for a long time, so that's that. Okay, so moving on over here. So this area here is where all of the Tupperware is stored. So I'll show you guys how that looks now. So I decided to use that little rack from Amazon, and I actually used that to keep all of are like kind of everyday Tupperware, that a lot of the ones that I had multiples of, so all that stacked there by size, and then all the lids are up here. So I really liked how that looks. And then up here is where I kept all of my other Tupperware. So here I have some glass Tupperware, some like nicer types and bigger ones, all by size and stuff like that. And right here I kept all like the odd ones that were kind of like different shapes and stuff. So I really love that I can see everything now, so love that. I also wanted to share with you guys this little towel rack that I bought on Amazon, and I will link it in the description, but it's so handy. I love it. It's like oil rub and it fits perfectly under our cabinet. Going on into this drawer, this is where I kept all of like my bigger spatulas, some like, you know, random little like cooking gadgets and stuff, strainer, you know, lemon squeezer, some extra salt and pepper, little shakers. But yeah, that's what I kept in there. Moving over here, this is where I kept all of my glasses. So I grouped them by size. So I have all the tall ones at the bottom, shorter ones in the middle, and then like actual like wine glasses up at the top. Now moving on to this one here, I kept everything pretty much the same. So this is where we keep all of our plates and some a little like more like a little porcelain like teacups up there that we don't really use, but plates and bowls stayed there. That wasn't too complicated. Moving down here, I have these 2 drawers. In this drawer, I kept it the same, so a little bit more. These are kind of like my little spatulas and spoons, ice cream scoopers, things like that. And I have them on this little tray that I purchased at Bed Bath & Beyond. Over here, I have another Bed Bath & Beyond organizer. This is where we keep, of course, all of our utensils, and then a couple of measuring cups back there. So I didn't do much here. Now down here, this I actually did have to organize, as you guys saw, and this is what it turned out to look like, and I actually am happy with it. It's a lot of our appliances, and then the bigger strainer, you know, tea kettles, blenders, all those type of things. And I like that I can see everything now. Alright, so moving over here, so in this cabinet I actually kept all our like to-go cups, mugs, all types of things, and this was a complete mess beforehand, but now I can see everything. So on this first shelf I kept all like our Yetis and to-go bottles that we use on, you know, on the daily to take to work, things like that. Up here I kept our tropical smoothie little cups that we could use to take, you know, get them refilled with smoothies, all those type of things. And at the very top I kept all of like the sports cups and things that we've gotten at like games, things like that. So I really love how that looks, and I like that everything fits. Oh, over here I forgot to show you guys. Up there I don't really have anything, but down But down here I did keep some more like baking and like oven type things, so that's what's in there. Moving on to this next cabinet over here is where I keep all of my mugs and cups and stuff like that. So anything that was more like porcelain that could break, that all is housed here. So as you can see, these are like some of my favorite little mugs. This one says, "The joy of the Lord is my strength. Do not ever let me go." A Cancun one, just a lot of fun ones. And then these up here are like my to-go porcelain mugs. At the top of there I have a cake stand and a little wedding gift. So that's that. So now moving down to here, I have 3 different drawers and then cabinets. So here I kept all of my like oven mitts, things like that are here. Then this next one, I kept all of my dish towels, so like these really like fun ones. I love collecting these. Oh my gosh, like I love having different ones. So I have like my like spring ones, Thanksgiving ones, and then just like random cute little ones. So I just folded them neatly and then put them in here, and I love how that one looks. The next one here, this is where I keep all of like our baking type of things. So I have some little baking utensils, some candles, some measuring cups, my apron back there. So yeah, not too much. Down here I organize all of my like serving trays and things that I use to serve food and drinks. So more like, you know, like when we have guests over or parties. So this is, you know, like my little lemon pitcher. Then I have some salad bowls. I have that Tostitos little tray that's to like serve chips and dip. It's a popcorn bowl, cake stand, just, you know, random little things, and some trays back there. So I love how that looks as well. Then this next one here, I kept our crock pot and just like some baking things. So yeah, not too much going on here, but since this takes up so much space, I like that it has like its own little area here. So now moving on to the island itself. So in this I have like dining room type of table setting. So I have napkin holders, some table runners, table protector. Then here I have some of our cutting boards. I have a couple other ones in the dishwasher, but right here is just where we keep like our like everyday type of cutting boards. Then over here I have like our wax paper, some plastic bags, aluminum foil. So I like just having that handy. And then down here, this is where I kept all of our pots and pans. You guys already saw this, but just as an overview, I did use one of the pots, so that's why it's missing there. But I really love how all this turned out and how clean everything looks. All right, and then lastly, moving on to this cabinet and the drawers in this cabinet. So as you guys saw, this was a mess. I had just a ton of junk and paperwork. So in here now, it is much cleaner. So I have some gardening things, some painting things, just like little knickknacks. I kept all of our umbrellas right there because that way they're like ready to go. So I love that I can actually see everything now. Over here I kept all of our placemats and I like this drawer because it's really wide and I was able to like fit them flat in here, so I love that. And then up here lastly, I just kept some like cooking recipe type of things. So we used to love ordering HelloFresh, so I have all these HelloFresh recipes here. I have a little cookbook and then our iPad. So that was everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed organizing and decluttering with me today. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you guys have any suggestions, any tips, I would love to know. I hope this motivated you to organize your home. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you guys enjoy these type of videos, and if you'd like for me to film any other organization videos, let me know what kind in the comments down below. There's definitely other areas in the house that I do want to get into and declutter. I will also leave a link to all the previous decluttering videos that I've filmed here on my channel down below as well, so you guys can check those out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, you're all beautifully and wonderfully made, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.